Snow or rain.
All right. I'm going to raise that a bit. Phyllis Frost on Life Unrehearsed.
Hi, everybody.
Happy New Year. 2000. First show. No.
First show of the year, yes.
2019.
Hope you enjoy, and we're going to be live like very soon. Enjoy it.
Yeah, here we go. Ooh, here we go.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Life Unrehearsed, a show about the ins and outs of family life. So your life isn't going exactly as planned. Well, you're not alone, and we're here to help out. My name is Matt Delvecchio, specializing in free retirement home search and senior transition support.
And I'm Corey Serrata, clinical social worker and psychotherapist, specializing in grief and loss.
Coming right up on the first half of today's show, holiday binging. Well, maybe that's led to holiday bulging, Corey. Well, fear not, we have certified fitness coach and expert Phyllis Frost in studio with us, and she's going to help us get back into shape. I think we all need that, Corey. And you may need it more than most after trip. Well, I got to tell you, just seeing what you did over the holidays on a trip to Africa, tell us quickly about it.
I can tell you quickly, just to know that I'm going to tell everybody you need to go. You need to go to South Africa, and I experienced a magical, incredible trip, which I hope to have an opportunity to talk more about. I'll post some pictures on our Facebook site so that people can see some of the up close and personal with lions and cheetahs and giraffes and zebras and so on and so forth. And going to Cape Town, it's an incredible experience, and I feel so grateful. Really, shout out to my husband Andy, who planned the whole thing, and just we had the adventure of a lifetime.
It's interesting, you know, this day of social media, as you were sharing your daily pics, we were on this safari with you, you know, this adventure, so that was something else. So welcome back, Corey, and so glad to hear you had a great trip. And what do we got on the second half?
So on the second half of the show, whether you are speaking to an audience of one or a large audience, how does your body language add or detract from that message that you are trying to deliver? Professional speaking coach expert Susanna Baum is going to explain. That's what we're going to hear on the second half.
You know, I've talked this week to a few people, and they ask, you know, what's up on the show? And this particular one, body language, is an intriguing subject. So that's coming up after the 4:30 news here on Life Unrehearsed. So let's get right started. And we are very excited to have with us in studio Phyllis Frost. Phyllis is a personal trainer, fitness and nutrition coach, and author of Fit Body by Phil the S Component, 6 weeks to your best body transformation program. And for over 38 years, Phyllis has been in the fitness industry, working with adults and children. She works one-on-one, she works in groups, and now more than ever, she's working online, as we're going to hear about, and she also offers some nutritional support. Phyllis, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Matt. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much as well, Phyllis. Great to have you on the show. Timely this time of year where we almost go through this guilt phase, right? We've had a week or two and maybe a little too much food, a little too much drink, and then you talk to your friends and they're going back to the gym and it's like, oh boy. So you know what? How do I even get started to get over this guilt phase here?
Yeah, it's very funny. This time of year, there's great desperation. Great desperation. Where do you get started? Well, I think the first thing is that you have to be willing. You have to want to make a change, because nothing changes if nothing changes. So you have to make that decision. You have to find something that you're going to adhere to. You know, you could try something with your friends. You could try different classes. You could try training. There's so much out there, running, cycling classes. But you have to find something that you're ultimately going to enjoy. And I know some people say, I hate exercise, I hate everything. And that may well be true, but you can find something you enjoy in a group, whether it's boxing, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's, you know, I do my warrior workouts, I do group training. You find something you enjoy, swimming, and then you make a plan.
Okay, fair enough. I was going to ask you what you would recommend for newbies, but I think it's a lot of those things is finding what you love. But I also think that there's people that are very desperate and they ask questions like, how do I lose weight fast?
Right. Okay. So I love that question. And there's so many diets out there. And ultimately, most diets do work. The problem is people don't adhere to them. Okay, so it's a matter of choosing a lifestyle and saying, okay, I'm going to put exercise in my life 3 to 4 times a week. I'm going to eat properly 90% of the time, 80% of the time, because no one's perfect. And that's how you lose weight, get in shape, and stay that way. Because very often people, they get all hot and bothered now. Everyone's doing challenges, and they do these challenges, and they take off 15 pounds, and they put 30 back on. Because, yeah, well, it's the truth, right? We all know that's the truth. So what I recommend for new people is, first of all, new people tend to get the best results quickest. Because if you really haven't done anything, and now all of a sudden you're exercising more, which means you're expending more calories, and you're eating better, then naturally your body's going to lose weight. Or even if they just do one thing, let's say they say, I'm going to cut 250 calories out of my diet every day. Well, after 10 days, a little close to 2 weeks, you've lost a pound just by doing that. And then add exercise into it, it amplifies it more. So the combination has to be there between food and nutrition. And exercise.
That's Phyllis Frost, certified fitness coach, helping us with these post-holiday blues, I guess, if you will. Phyllis, it makes sense. You've got to do something you enjoy. We're going to talk about food a little bit later on as well. Let's go specifically to, if you are at a gym, and you are, Corey, you and I both go to a gym. I am not a class guy, meaning going to the classes. But I see everyone doing these boot camps, and I'm more of cardio, go in my own little world. But I feel guilty that I should be in those classes. So Phyllis, between boot camps and doing cardio machines, is one preferred over the other?
Okay, well, if you're just doing cardio, you're going to burn calories. When you combine muscle resistance training and you combine cardio, then you're going to boost your metabolism and burn more calories. So static cardio, it has a place. Cardio's great, but then you still have to get your resistance training in there too, because you've got to build muscle. You want to, as you get older, to avoid osteoporosis, keep our muscles, our bones strong, our muscles strong. This time of year, people are falling all over the place, but if you're in good shape, your body can handle it, so it allows you to go through life and handle the things that life throws at us and be able to take it.
So I want to know what the advantage is of getting a personal trainer.
I think that it's absolutely imperative that when somebody starts a program that they've never exercised before, they've little experience, and even if I have people that have been working out for years and they come to me for programs, it's important to hire a trainer for something, to design something that's exactly for you. Not everybody can do every exercise. Not everyone can do the same program. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Some of my clients, they can do a squat, but their feet have to turn out. They can't do them straight because of the way their hips are made. You have to design programs for people. And I think that to just go into a gym and look at someone and say, hey, I'm going to do that, and not know the proper biomechanics of it is a big mistake. And if you start at the beginning with a trainer, then you learn how to do things properly, and you just check in. I have clients I do programs for. I see them maybe 5 times a year. And we check in. I monitor their weight and their food and whatever. But in terms of training, we do their programs. Not everybody needs somebody with them all the time. But I think it's very important. I would never go and do a new sport, do something new without having a professional show me first. Because if you get injured, you're out. And when you're out, it's just not fun.
Fair enough.
Certified fitness coach Phyllis Frost giving us some guidance about getting back in shape, and more specifically personal training. Now, Phyllis, the obvious answer to the next question is you. And what I mean by that is, how do we find a good personal fitness trainer? I go to the gym. They're all over the place. It's a little overwhelming. I'm almost a little too shy to even ask. I don't want to go there. I do my own thing. So what do I do? How what's the criteria?
What would you even look for?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. For 23 years, I was working out of Monster Gym, training people there. And all of my clients came from attraction. That they would watch me and they say, I love what you do with your clients. I like the attention you give them. I like how you guide them. I like how you're not talking to everybody and you're not on your phone and you're not looking in the mirror at yourself. It's about them. And I think that if you get a referral from a friend, or, let's say you're going through physio or you're going through something, you get a referral. Get a referral. You could maybe go on Instagram and I've attracted clients that way. They look at my page and they go, wow, I love what you're doing. And, and we talk and it works like that. a referral or see what the person's doing. You know, and most trainers will do a free consultation, or they'll do a consultation, you know, sit and talk to you for a little bit just to get an idea. I do a full, I do a personal training intake with my clients, and I do analysis, and I stretch, you know, flexibility and strength to see where they're at.
And it makes perfect sense, right, Corey? I mean, you've got to have that connection. I think all trainers are technically, you know, they're certified, but you do have to have that personal connection. You know what? It's 4:15. We're going to head out to traffic soon here, but Phyllis, when we come back from traffic, we want to hear about the biggest mistake people make when they start out. But first, let's head out to hear from our buddy Mark Shaloub at the CJD Traffic Center.
That's
Happy New Year.
true. We do have a slow go on the Met westbound, slow between
Good stuff.
15.
Very good.
Very good.
Natural and
Yeah, I want to ask about cost. Now, you don't have to answer it, okay? I always like to ask it, though. So you will say it's a range, and everyone's going to have different, okay? If it comes, can we ask about cost?
of course you could ask. I'm just zooming in on here, you know, to our Facebook audience.
Fit Coach Philly's in the house.
Lisa Lajoie is watching.
Hey, Lisa.
Miriam
Oh,
Pearl's
hi,
watching.
hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Miriam.
Can you
Behind the
If you
scenes,
on-
Susanna, second half.
your
Can't wait to have you on.
How do people find her?
Yeah, right
Hey,
now.
guys.
Phyllis.
It's Fit Coach Philly, and you can find me on Instagram, Fit Coach Philly, or Fit Body by Phil, and that's with a Y, the Phil. Fitbodybyphil@gmail.com or fitbodybyphil.com.
And what if you're an old man like me who doesn't have Instagram?
You can call me at 514-941-4438.
Or I could just talk to you right now. Doing good, doing good. All right, we're going to set it back onto the tripod. Hang on, sorry for all the movement there. All right, we're back.
Great.
So that's the biggest mistake, is like just going the whole hog and going with it.
Yeah.
Do it a little closer to see.
Yeah. Okay. And then so we'll do that. And then how do I stay more motivated? What do I have to do with this?
I'd like to get into
You can ask whatever you want. You can go off
Yeah.
this.
because you know some of our audience, 50 plus,
Yeah.
like are saying this gym stuff is not for me. I'm not.
So
That's what
ask it
in-home
that
online.
way.
We talked about osteoporosis.
Yeah.
So some of our older audience, I want to say, like, what can they do? Even a simple walk around the block or whatever.
Squats,
like,
yeah, like whatever.
what can we do at home, or
Yeah.
if we don't want to go to the gym?
And then I'll bring in my online training thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's great. So I'm going to come back. Some music is going to come on. I will welcome everybody back and go back to that question, and then we'll do the.
At about 4, I don't know if you can see that clock. We're going to be on at around 4:20.
Yeah.
4:19, 4:20. At 4:26 is when we're going to be going to how can people reach you? Because we
Okay.
got to be out at around 4:27
No problem.
and a half or something.
Oh, good for me.
Goes by so fast.
Oh yeah, I see the clock. Yeah, it's really fast.
It's
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't get, and I meant to get over the holidays, is a microphone
Oh,
for
you said
the
that.
phone. They have an accessory.
Oh really?
I was
Which-
hoping it was going to be a stocking stuffer,
Yeah.
because the one complaint that we get is that you can't hear
Yeah.
as well on Facebook Live. So they have apparently a microphone accessory for iPhones with a
Yeah.
little mic that could pick us up better.
Like a non-wired mic?
You plug it in right into the phone, and
Okay.
it's just like a little microphone, but it's better than the microphone that's in the phone.
Oh, and everybody has to hold it?
No. You just literally plug it in. You know, you picture a camera, you
Yeah,
know, with
yeah.
a big mic, like a.
Yeah.
It's one of those
So
little
it's
mini
like-
mics, but it's more
Oh.
powerful than the mic that's
Really?
in. Yeah.
They open the door.
Do you know what it's
Mexican
called?
barber just called
Just
me.
if you go on iPhone accessories, you'll see like a little
Really
microphone.
good, eh?
You
Little
just
mic,
plug
yeah,
it in.
plug it in and then you walk away.
Yeah, you leave it.
So
It's
funny.
attached to the phone,
Oh.
so it
Through
picks
the
up
phone.
sounds a little better.
Because I have a wired mic, right, when I do my own videos.
Oh,
but then
right.
I have to say,
Oh yeah, we're back already.
Back?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Welcome back. You're listening to Life Unrehearsed. I'm Corey Serrato with my co-host Matt Del Vecchio, and we are talking with certified fitness coach Phyllis Frost about how to get yourself back into shape after the holiday binge. So, Phyllis,
Yes, Corey.
people make a lot of mistakes when they start out. Not even new, but whether if they don't know what to do, what would you say is the biggest mistake people make when they're starting out?
I think the big mistake, people walk into a gym and go, they see someone doing something, I'm going to do that. But they have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah, that would have been me, right?
With your bicep curls, yes.
she
I walk over to her.
What are you doing?
Right. So that's the biggest mistake. I think that people, they jump into it. They don't know what they're doing. They can do things that are potentially harmful. You know, you hear all hip, back, lower back, neck, all these problems. Not to say that they don't happen anyways, but chances are something worse will happen if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, get yourself educated, and plus that's where injuries happen and everything. Phil, I have to say, going to the gym this time of year, particularly the next 4 weeks, is like gym hell, because everyone, you know,
can't get
over the break, can't get a machine. I got this package, and everyone's motivated, and by end of February, early March, it's like back to normal and no problem. So this is an issue. Now, the gyms are making a fortune off of people, but why can't people stay motivated? What can we do to stay motivated?
I think the problem is that people are looking for a quick fix, and they're not saying that this is a lifestyle. And this is something that I have to do every day or 4 times a week. It's every day because it's in your consciousness. You're conscious about your eating. You're conscious about your activity. So what happens is, I think they start, they have a little success, and I've seen this for 38 years. The first 3 months are fantastic. And then actually they may even get some results. They may get some results. And then, they feel good, and they get into WTF mode. You know? Oh, what the heck? You know? I could have, or someone says, you look really good, you lost weight, boom. Or they're struggling and it's taking a while, and they lose their motivation just when the magic is about to happen. And I see that all the time, especially in my age group, the over 50 crowd. Your metabolism slows down. So you may not be getting the results as quickly as you want. And if people are on medication and other things, all that affects metabolism. So they're working really hard, they're doing really, really well, and then, you know, they're getting some results, and they slip back, and they get results, and it slips back again, they go, oh, forget it, it's just not happening. But if you give it a chance, your body, listen, whatever bad shape or whatever shape people are in, it didn't take them a month to get there. So it's not going to take you a month to get out of it. But in a month, I promise you that if you eat consciously and you exercise 3 to 4 times a week at an intensity, you can't just get on a bicycle and read a magazine. It's not going to do it. You have to get your heart rate up. You have to get a good sweat, and you have to get your metabolism going. And then there's no way, unless you have, and some people do have medical problems, everyone will lose weight that way. It just works.
That's certified fitness coach Phyllis Frost, and she's teaching us how to get ourselves back in shape after the holiday binge. So we talked a lot about the gym, but you also mentioned earlier about osteoporosis, and not everybody's a gym rat or comfortable going to the gym. So what do we do with, those that don't go to the gym, regardless of the age, but even more so I want to talk about people who are 50 plus.
Right. Well, I have to say that I'm really enjoying this new trend that has taken the world by storm now. With the internet, I've been doing a lot of online training. So I train my clients. I have a client who travels all over. We never miss a training session. I have many clients now that when they go away in Florida, they're training online, so you don't have to miss it. So for people who want the guidance, and you don't have to do an hour, I do a lot of half-hour online training sessions. It's very effective. You could see the client, you could see everything. I can't touch them. I don't usually touch my clients anyways, normally, unless, they really need a positioning, but that's not an issue. And it's so effective, and this way it's time efficient, it's cost efficient, and it just works across the board. So that's great, and that's very motivating. And I have clients I train 6 in the morning online.
Who would have thought, Corey? This is a certified fitness coach, Phyllis Frost, helping us out, and it's interesting. I would have never thought that online training, and it makes sense. Whether you're at the gym, whether you're at home, because there are some listeners that say, I'm not a gym person, I'm not going. But I'll never forget a time I went to the gym and I wanted to get back in shape. And we went the whole program and everything, and I was all set to go. And then they finished it off with, by the way, it's only 20% going to be successful. 80% is what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
and it was like so depressing. It's like, but they're right. So just let's tackle this nutritional part of this whole regimen, because this is at home, whether you go to a gym or not.
Absolutely.
Is it true? 80%
Absolutely.
is diet?
That's what it is. 80%
Wow.
nutrition, 20% exercise, but 100% effort when you exercise. Okay? Most people I know would rather go to the gym than watch what they eat. Right? They'd rather lift weights and get on a cardio thing than have to watch what you eat. But the bottom line is it's 80% nutrition. And you could just see it in people. You could see the people in the gym who work out hard and watch their nutrition, and you could see the ones that work out hard and don't watch quite as well. You know, when you want those washboard abs and you want your shoulders to show, and you want that's nutrition. Because the muscle's there, but it's got to show. So it's 80%. And out of that 80% of the time, you have to be pretty darn good. I'd say 90%. I'm just trying to be nice.
And how much
Not
water
very
do we
good.
have to drink?
8 to 10 glasses a day normally, and that's without exercise. When you're exercising, you should be drinking 3 to 4 ounces every half hour.
And we're talking water, not scotch, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why. Well, actually, I'll give you bad news about alcohol, people. When you drink alcohol, your metabolism stops. So it's the worst thing for you.
Well, you know what? Those dry January couples and people that are doing that, keep it up
Yeah.
for dry January.
Yay!
That's right. Well, Phyllis, we got to thank you so much. You have been fantastic. You're
Pleasure.
always a wealth of knowledge. How do people get a hold of you? Because you have so much information to share.
Sure. Well, I'm definitely online. You can reach me. My email is fitbodybyphil, and that's Phil, PHYL, @gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, FitCoachPhilly, PHILLY. And you can reach me on my cell at 514-941-4438. And I'd like to offer, as a New Year's gift to the listeners, that if you call and you say that you heard the show, that I will give you a 2-for-1 training session.
Oh, very good. One more time for the phone number, quick.
514-941-4438.
Phyllis, thank you very much. It's great to have you
It's a
with
pleasure.
us.
Happy New Year, guys.
Corey, what do we have coming up after the news?
Coming up after the news, professional speaking expert and communication expert Susanna Baum is going to help us understand why body language really does matter when you're sharing your thoughts.
Guys, thank you so much. That was
Great
fun.
job.
Was it okay?
Great.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Very,
great.
very good.
So fun.
Was there actually information or just blood?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm drinking all this water.
No problem. Pull the door hard. Phyllis, get to say goodbye to your Facebook friends.
Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Fit
Susanna
Coach
Baum,
Philly. Fit Coach Philly out.